Okay. Let's just do it. Hey,
do it.
How you doing? It's Ben here from Creative Juices.
And it's Paul from Creative Juices. Hello.
And do you know what we should have done? I thought of this already. Now we've just sat down to do this video, and I've immediately just thought we have got a purpose for doing the video, which is to talk about the best beer in the world. However, I was just thinking what we should have done was done one of our little good news bulletins, and I could have prepared my post-it notes, and we could have done it properly if I had been organised.
Could have done. Have you got anything on the top of your head that you could just spout out now?
Off the top of the dome, as they say. Well, I tell you what we could talk about as we're sat here is this up here.
What lights?
Is all. Oh no, well not the lights. Yeah, the fairy lights are pretty cute. That's nice. There's one bit of good news. Yeah. Fairy lights. Second bit of good news is we've insulated the roof. Third bit of good news is you can't see it, but there's actually radiators down here now. Yeah. So the pit is like a toasty warm cuddle.
It is. It's actually really cosy in here now.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. What else is there?
That's good.
We'll get sidetracked. Yeah. If we were organised, we would have done that, but we're not. So what we're going to do instead is talk about this. And I'm going to
slide it into shot.
Slide it into shot. Can you tell what that is? From there? Possibly not. Let me do this.
Eagle-eyed punters might have seen the picture on the wall the last few weeks. So that is Westvleteren 12, widely regarded the best beer in the world. We've got a crate of it, and we've got 20 bottles to give away. So some of you might have bought raffle tickets. And what we're going to do...
Oh, let's get the candle out of the way.
What we're going to do is we're going to drink it, aren't we?
Yeah, well, so for those of you who don't know, and if you don't, you should, Paul is a beer aficionado and has his very own YouTube channel called Paul's Beer Reviews, where he does exactly that, tastes beers and tells you what he thinks of them.
I do.
And as a beer aficionado and something of a super taster, which I'm always quite jealous of, his super tasting abilities, I thought it'd be quite good fun to actually crack open one of these beers now, and I've come prepared with a glass or two, and let Paul do a sort of live beer review. Yeah, like a Paul's beer review, only in a different location, in the taproom. Yeah, and with what is universally regarded as the best beer in the world. Yeah. For those of you who don't know the story behind it, there's a monastery in Belgium that has been there for hundreds of years, and the monks there, Trappist monks, do a little bit of brewing, and since 1940. They have brewed this particular beer, which is called Westvleteren 12, to support the running of the monastery. So all they do is when they run out of money, they brew a bit of beer, they pop a little sign outside the front of the monastery that says beer available, and you can rock up and buy some beer.
You can.
But they don't sell it commercially, they only do it very sort of small batch kind of thing, so it's quite a rare beer. And we are lucky enough that we have got 20 bottles of it to give away. We are selling raffle tickets. We're going to do the draw. We're going to do the draw in 2 days, so Friday, which means you haven't got long to get a ticket. Tomorrow is pub quiz night, so you are welcome to come to the taproom and buy a ticket in person. Or if you go to our website, which is www.creativejuicesbrewingcompany.com. There is a shop on there. You can just go /shop, I believe. If you navigate to the shop, you will see we have tickets online ready for you to buy. And then we're going to do the draw on Friday, and we might even go live and do it live if we're feeling saucy. Yeah. But yeah, that's the background to it. So you can win a bottle of Westvleteren 12. This is incredibly rare and incredibly delicious beer. We have 20 bottles of it to give away. So you've got a pretty good chance, pretty good odds, frankly, of winning one. And for £1 a ticket, worth a punt, who knows?
So it is a unicorn beer, basically, if you're English, and unfortunately we don't get it over here anymore. So, but yeah, there's a little bit about the beer. It is a Belgian brown, which happens to be my favourite style of Belgian beer. It's 10.2%. So it's not really one you're going to drink all afternoon because you'll get yourself into all sorts of trouble. But it's got the authentic Trappist mark on there. Just to let you know, all Trappist ales have to have that on there, so you know it's legit. The bottle used to be just a plain brown bottle with the Trappist mark around the bottleneck. They've now branched out and added a label to it. So should we get it open?
Yeah, they used to have the entire legal requirements for information you needed on the beer was actually on the crown cap.
All on the crown.
And then they've now, I don't know whether that means they need to put more information on, but they've started doing a label.
Yeah, maybe. But
Yeah,
it's,
there you
yeah, so the Saint Sisters, is that how you pronounce it? Saint Sisters Chapel?
Gosh, I don't know. We're probably butchering it.
Saint Sisters, yeah. But I've never had this one. Never had this one. So
Yes.
this is going to be an experience for me. So I'm going to crack it open.
Do the
See
honours.
what it's all about. Oh, look at that smoke on the opening of that one.
Oh, look at
It's
that,
lively, but it's stopping itself. Right, do you want to pour yourself a bit of that first?
Oh no, actually you should. You have the
I
honours.
should?
You have the honours. It's your special day.
We'll pour a little bit. We'll pour a little bit. It's a special day.
Oh, look at that.
Typical Belgian fashion. It's really, really lively. So it's going to develop a massive head. So I don't want to pour too much into it. But that, oh wow, okay. There's an aroma coming off of that already.
Have a little bit.
So there's the colour of it. That is a lovely coppery looking beer with a huge tan head on it. I don't know if you can make out the carbonation roaring away at the bottom there. Standard Belgian beer characteristic.
Yeah, let's put a bit of that there for you on the light so you can see what it looks like.
But it's a lovely colour to it, yeah. Beautiful colour to
Try
it.
not to set fire to my fingers.
Beautiful colour. I'm going to stick my snout in, get a go on this aroma. Let's have a sniff. Oh, wow, okay. That smells incredible.
It does smell good.
Oh, goodness me. Where to start with that? Wow.
Raisins is one.
Raisins,
that,
so what I'm smelling is like saurine, like malt loaf. Like bready, fruity.
Yeah.
Wholemeal bread full of raisins and sultanas.
A tiny bit more.
And there is a bit of booziness on that aroma. You are getting a little bit of that 10.2. Oh. It's all like there's almost like a barrel-aged nature to that aroma as well. You would get like whiskey barrel-aged beers off, you get that kind of aroma to it. It smells incredible.
Smells pretty good.
It smells really, really good. And the head on that is just getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get stuck in and have a sip. So cheers.
Cheers, Bill. What do you reckon to that?
Ooh. Okay, yeah. I always have to try not to swear when the beer's that good. When the beer's, I always feel like going, oh, flipping out. Oh, blimey. It's still developing. It's still developing on my palate. There is, I mentioned it in the aroma, there's almost like a barrel-aged nature to it. Almost like a woody touch to it. But it's brown bread, it's malty. There's a fruity sweetness to it. There is a booziness to it. There is a nice warmth of that 10.2% sort of going down my throat into my chest now. This is a kind of kick back, sit in the armchair type beer, isn't it? One you can sit there with and...
I feel like we need a Chesterfield.
Yeah,
To recline.
we needed a nice comfortable armchair for this one.
Maybe a cigar to follow it up with.
That would have been great.
That's nice beer, that, isn't it? It's surprisingly easy to drink, considering
Which is dangerous.
Yes, absolutely. Mind you, that's Belgian beers all over it, isn't it?
It's really carbonated, isn't it? Like, there is a fizz to it. There is a gentle fizz to it all the way through. And when you get high carbonation in beers, it always helps to kind of throw all the flavours around the palate, I find. And because of that, I'm getting dark fruit, I'm getting brown bread. I'm almost getting like a touch of coffee, like a touch of the sort of the cafe au lait thing going on. It's complex, and it's not like a wham bam thank you man type of beer either. It lingers. The palate
flavour
is
it's still there, isn't it?
Yeah, my whole palate is smothered in it, and I'm enjoying that booziness, that warmth in my throat. It's a very relaxing experience.
It's not sort of overpowering either, is it?
No.
Often when you have that sort of strong alcohol beers, you get like when you have a strong spirit, you get that kind of fire in the back of your throat. It's not that. It's just got a real nice sort of
warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's warm, not hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. I can see why it's so highly rated. I really can. That is a beautifully made beer.
Oh, that's lovely. Now, we have 20 bottles of this to give away. Unless we just go and drink them all now.
Yeah,
because that's
tempting. The competition's off. Competition's off for having these.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite stunning. That's quite stunning. If you've never had a Belgian beer or a Belgian brown before, this would be a hell of a way to get started. Because this is regarded as one of the best, and it's the first time I've had it, and I am well impressed.
Do you reckon it's up there? Do you reckon it's one of the best beers you've tasted?
I think it is one of the best beers I've tasted. Like I say, the Belgian brown, the Belgian doubles, they're like my favourite Belgian style of beer. And when you get a big strong one like that, they do tend to stay long in the memory, and they're staying long on the palate, which is another good thing. Kind of get the feeling I'll still be tasting this beer about an hour from now. That's always a good thing. Yeah, if you're in for the competition to win this, you're in for a treat if you win a bottle, because this is, it's a fantastic bit of brewing. It really is good.
Should we become monks and go and do a collaboration with them?
Yeah.
I think I'm right in saying there's only 12 Trappist breweries.
There's not many, is there? There's not many.
Official, proper Trappist breweries.
Yeah, there's one in the States.
There's one in the UK.
One in the UK, of course there is. Tim Meadow, and they're up in Leicestershire, I believe. They do a rather nice beer. The majority of them, obviously, Belgium.
You better finish that off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, look at that.
We'll give that a wriggle.
Oh, go on.
Give it a wriggle.
I'll have a little bit more if there's some left.
But everything about that, the beauty to the colour, the lovely colour of it, the mouthfeel to it, it's well carbonated, but it's also very soft.
See if we can get the very end of it for you. Let's have a look. Oh, he says pouring it on the table. Don't spill it.
And there is the more you drink of it, the more there is kind of a spirit type nature to it. Just that strength. But it's not harsh at all, ever. It's very easy drinking. You are aware it's a boozy beer, but the complexity of flavour, the dark fruits, the wholemeal bread kind of malty character I'm getting on it. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a hell of a beer.
I could quite happily sit there and drink that all afternoon, I think.
Yeah, that's a bit too nice. It's a bit too nice. It's a bit too good. If I was to score that on my channel, I'd give that a 10 out of 10 easy. It's just one of them beers that's there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a perfect beer.
It's a lovely beer.
It's cracking. That is lovely. Yeah.
At some point in the future, when we have the capacity to do so, we want to do a little Belgian series, because I am a big fan of Belgian beers.
Yeah.
We should probably organise a trip to Belgium to do some research.
Yeah,
first.
Yeah, always up for that. Always up for that.
But
Always
that,
up for that.
you know, what a benchmark that is.
That's quality. That is absolute quality. And even in Belgium, I mean, I was in Brussels the other week, and they were charging €18 per bottle, per small bottle in Brussels. So it's hard to come by, and even if you do find it, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
So yes, that's lovely. That's extraordinary.
Excellent.
Yeah, extraordinary beer.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, raffle ticket.
An impromptu Paul's beer reviews of what is universally agreed to be the best beer in the world. So get yourself a raffle ticket. You've got 2 days left. Online, www.creativejuicesbrewingcompany.com. Head to the shop, you can find it there, or you can rock up in person and buy a ticket. I say we have the pub quiz on tomorrow from 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So you can grab one then, or any other time. We're open tonight as well. We're open on Friday, but when are we going to do the draw on? I suppose it'll have to be before we open.
Before we open, yeah. So, be like a
Should we
3
say-
o'clock draw or something.
Should we say midday for the last tickets?
Yeah, yeah,
Get your tickets before midday then on Friday,
yeah.
and then we'll do the draw at some point between midday and 3-ish. And I say, if we're feeling saucy, we might even attempt to do it on Facebook Live. Who knows?
See if the technology works.
Yeah. Or the Wi-Fi. More importantly. If the Wi-Fi works.
That's the
or
main
not.
issue. That's the
Yeah.
main issue.
Anyway, that was the purpose of today's video, was to see what Paul thought of the beer and to let you know you haven't got long to buy a ticket.
Yeah.
And say cheers, cheers. Tink.
I'm going to get another one now.
And yes, if you do enter, I say you've got pretty good odds of winning because we haven't sold that many tickets really. We haven't sort of aggressively pushed it.
Choose again.
So yeah, with 20 bottles up for grabs, you've got pretty good chance of finding yourself heading down to the brewery to pick your bottle up anytime soon. So good luck.
Very good prize. Well worth having a go.
And we will at some point soon also do the good news bulletin. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet.
Yeah,
I'll think about it. I'll get my post-it notes ready.
exactly.
Right, we shall bid you farewell and see you in the tap room soon. Cheers.
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 Drunk it.
No. Cheers.
Thumbs at the door.
Oh.
That's good. It's too good. It's too flipping good. Got to go work.
I'm going to buy some tickets, I think.
Yeah.
Right, see you later, guys.